Welcome to They Called Some Movie, testing the strength of friendships one terrible movie at a time. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and podcast services by searching They Called Some Movie and find us on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram at TicTamPod. That's TCTAM Pod. Welcome back to They Called Some Movie. This is Anthony Del Vecchio. With me as always is Dan Aquino and Mark Myers. Say hello, gentlemen.
Hello, friends.
Hello, everyone. Last week, after we recorded, the high school where my niece, currently goes and my olds went, did what's senior rec is what they call senior night now in all these sports. So that was coming up for the softball. And the night before, their whole tradition is they paper towel the seniors' houses and write messages on the cars and stuff like that. In that stuff that can be wiped off. So this year, apparently they went a little overboard, the younger kids, and drew all kinds of phallic symbols, but I'm not really going to get into that. That's not the fun part that I want to bring up to your guys' attention. So apparently, 3 of them got kicked off the softball team and 1 of them got suspended for it. But 2 of the 4 literally snitched on themselves, and they had wrote stuff about the principal or the athletic director, not the principal, on one of the cars, and went up and apologized to the athletic director, and the athletic director had no idea what they were talking about. And then they found out, and those girls got kicked off the softball team because they decided to be snitches. So my whole point to you guys is the theory is right. Never be a snitch.
So they wrote derogatory things about the athletic director.
Correct.
On someone else's car?
Someone else's car, yes.
And then they had no idea about it, but then at some point they ran into the athletic director and they apologized for it.
Yeah, and the athletic director had no idea that stuff had occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be a snitch. Anybody ever shows you photos of yourself doing something, you just say, that's not me. I don't know what you're talking
Lawyer
about.
up. Shut the fuck up. That's what you gotta do. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Right to remain silent. Always the case.
I would snitch you guys out in a heartbeat.
You would. You got snitch written all over you.
Yeah, I don't hide it. I've told people at work several times if they did something heinous, even non-heinous, I would just be like, yeah, they did it. That was them. I wouldn't even look for personal gain. I do it for the love of the game.
You just love snitching.
I just love stitches, man.
I love it, and I can't get enough of it.
It's one of Dan's kinks, is he just likes getting stitches taken out. So he just goes around and snitches on people.
Do you want to hear something interesting? This is a true story. I've never had.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
So where does it get interesting?
You're supposed to marvel at how, I guess,
your impenetrable skin.
Yes, how perfect. There's been no blemishes on this body, this bod.
No scars means you haven't lived.
It's overrated. I'd rather not have scars. I'm okay with that.
That's true.
You guys live and get hurt. That's fine. I'll hang out in my padded.
Speaking of snitching, it reminds me of my wife when the whole Brian Laundrie case was going on. Remember him? The guy that killed the girl, and his parents basically helped him, tried to hide him at some point.
Yeah.
And the question came up of what if I would do that for our son. I said in a heartbeat.
Wait, you would snitch on him or help him?
No, absolutely not. I'd help him out. I'd try and get him to a country with no extradition.
No extradition.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And
she said she wouldn't. I was like, "Are you kidding? Absolutely not."
I also wouldn't help mine if she did something like that.
I mean, I'm not surprised from Ant, because he lives the code. ACAB means ACAB.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not going to approve of what he did, but also, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would still love him, but I'd need him off if my son is doing those types of deeds. I got to look out for other people too.
Let some other country worry about it.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. He's Switzerland's problem now.
Yeah. As I watch him sleep right on the monitor next to me.
You're not going to be a serial killer, are you, bud?
That those thoughts have crossed my mind.
Well, every serial killer started out as a little baby.
It's true.
They always do.
Yeah. I've learned, my son's 2, so it's still far too early to tell. But you could do everything right, and your son or your daughter would still turn out to be a grade A asshole. So there's no sense in worrying about it. Just do your best. And if they become a serial killer, you did your best. You did all you could. Don't hang your head.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there is a correlation between having shitty parents and also winding up being a serial killer, though.
Most likely.
Yeah. So maybe don't be shitty to your kids and they won't turn out to be. I feel like you lock it in. If you're shitty to them, it's like, oh, yeah, they're going to be shitty. But there is a chance that you're good to them and they still wind up being shitty.
Yeah, but I've seen that happen.
Yeah. Like 100% of the time when you're shitty to them, they'll be shitty. I guess that's not true either. Some children are self-aware enough to be like, I'm breaking that cycle.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm not going to be shitty to my parents who like beat me for no reason.
So the way that I look at it, I have to start the cycle because my parents were treated well, my parents treated us well. So eventually the cycle has to start somewhere,
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you can't break it if you don't start it.
Yes.
Yeah, but like you don't drink, so you can't even have like the alcohol excuse for you.
It's true.
I don't have many vices.
Yeah, you're pretty lame.
Yeah,
you don't even have scars. You don't have scars. You don't have vices.
That's a callback, folks.
Yeah, what do I got going against me? Man, I'm too good. That's the
You're
problem.
Almost vegan. No.
Almost, yeah. I guess if you wanted to go that route, right? Vegans look down on me because I'm just vegetarian. So
talk about living life in the right lane.
I obey the speed limit in life as well as on the road.
Oh, I'd hate to be behind you.
It always bothered me because you guys would always make fun of me for being late to places, and we're like, well, I was doing 70, 75 on the road. You drive like a grandma. Like, I don't. How fast do I need to go? Like, in that also goes to my life in general. How fast do I need to go in life to be exciting for you people? What do I need to do?
I mean, you wore the fact that you don't have scars with a badge of honor. You don't have any vices.
It's not like I haven't tried. I mean, I feel like sports.
I feel like you go into suspended animation when no one's looking. you just exist.
Is it like Stallone in Demolition Man? Like I just kind of I go into like an ice pod and then I wake up at a certain time every day.
Yeah, you curl up into a fetal position into a hockey puck sized ice.
Yes.
We don't have any proof that the version of you we are talking to right now is not AI. You might not even be here.
Yeah, we don't want video on audience.
Yeah, I can't prove that. But I'm not nice enough, right? AI is like super nice when
I mean, some AI have led people to commit suicide, so I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't do that. And
that's what an AI that would lead people to suicide.
Although AI would probably snitch on you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's not looking good for me. I don't know how to break that. I can't prove I'm not.
It's true.
I'm sorry. You finally found out. I'm the first iteration of AI for so long.
Dan's been just having an AI chatbot join our podcast for like three months.
Well, you guys know that my wife is the funniest part of it because any joke that I have usually comes straight from hers. Again, it's not helping the cause that I'm not AI.
It's true. Yeah.
I feel
not good.
I feel like when you say you're attending to meltdowns, it's because your system rebooted or
it's the data center is having the meltdown.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Oh yeah, I don't know. I drink a lot of water. I mean, I eat plants, so I take up a lot of plant life, right? We figured it out. We finally got to the bottom of it.
It's crazy.
I do love how our opening segments are very much like, I think you should leave skits where I don't know where it's going to end. It never has anything to do with when I start.
Aimed bees.
The only problem there is we're all still pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's true. I went from telling a little anecdote about something that happened in my niece's high school to Dan's an AI chatbot. Now
As
you
one
try to
does.
figure out how we got there.
That's the only logical way that conversation was going to go. All right. Well, besides Dan's AI avatar joining us today, we watched a movie. But before we get into this week's movie, we're going to talk about our Patreon. You go to patreon.com/TickTamPod. You get exclusive episodes each month, as well as exclusive access to our Discord, where the real magic is happening. We're talking to our Patreon members. We're discussing movies. We're putting monthly polls up to decide our movie of the month. We are doing questions of the week, where we ask a question to the fans, and they leads to discussions and all that kind of fun stuff. To sign up for Patreon, it's patreon.com/TickTamPod, and it's just $1. So check that out. It helps out a great deal. Keeps the lights on, keeps us from having to move over to ads, and we don't want that.
Nope.
So, all right. Once again, we watched a movie this week, and this week was Mark's pick. So, Mark, introduce this week's movie.
Yeah, so this week I got slightly inspired from a little side project I'm doing with a video game called Tamagotchi Life, where I put Dr. Beck from our favorite series of movies, Stalked by My Doctor, into that game as a me. And as I was searching for Stalked by My Doctor to get like quotes and looks for him for that character, one of the things that came up was the movie that I chose for this week. I had a little bit of cold feet about it, and then we decided to just go ahead with it. So this week I took Stalked by My Amish Boyfriend, which seemed like a weird concept. And so for the most part, obviously never seen the movie. It very much feels like, one of those movies that, Lifetime is just beating that stalked by horse to death. Apparently the thing that intrigued me the most in the beginning was that they had to put this was inspired by true events. So I'm assuming somebody was kidnapped by an Amish person at some point. And that is what inspired this story or something. But what I love about these series of movies, and this one has the same thing, is that to a normal, clear-thinking person, this person doing the stalking is so obviously a stalker from like almost the very beginning. There's something off about them, but they don't notice it until literally the last possible minute. And then everything goes full off the rails crazy. The fun part about this one is that we also found out about I guess there's also some kind of rift that happens in the Amish communities when things get shunned. And they can make their own communities or whatever, or that was all bullshit. I didn't look into it. But that subplot was weird. But yeah, overall, it's just a normal, fun romp where a bunch of incel guys watching this movie don't see anything wrong with what the main character.
Okay. So Stalked by My Amish Boyfriend, 2024, yes. Directed by Cooper Harrington, who also directed My Amish Double Life. That's the only 2 movies he's directed. He's got some Amish hangups. Stars Leah Sinnott, Sam Bullington, Courtney Grace, John Castle, Samantha Binkard, Nick Clark, Annette Saunders, Haley Swartwout. IMDb score of 5.6, Rotten Tomato score 67% audience. Plot. Carly, a college student, decides to fuck an Amish townie over summer break with the assumption that he's on rumpsringa and destined to return to his community. Unfortunately for her, the elders didn't teach Abram about not being a creep, as Abram follows her to college and stalks her until he kidnaps her and brings her to an outcast encampment and forces her into his way of life. Dan, where are you coming from with Stalked by My Amish Boyfriend?
Man. This had high hopes for me a little bit. I was kind of into it at first, and then it falls off a cliff about, I want to say, 30 minutes in. We've covered Stalked by movies as Mark and Anthony, but this one had that little extra. There was the gimmick with the Amish, the whole Amish territory in there. But this was they set up it's supposed to be suspenseful at the very opening scene. Someone is killed. Like, oh, we don't know who it is. They even do the whole, oh, it's you at the beginning. I know you, but I'm not going to say your name to create suspense. And then the movie just takes the lazy way out, and it's exactly who you think it is the stalker and the bad guy. So there's really no reason to have that suspense at the beginning, or that mystery. Yeah, I don't know. It was very. It doesn't utilize the Amish culture to the fullest potential, I thought. There's a couple things here and there, but there's electricity in that house. Like, they have light switches in the house, so they kind of just said, well, no one will notice. Hopefully, we're not going to go all out. We still have to cut corners. My favorite was, not to get too far, but I started to try to look for things to pay attention to more than the movie itself, because it became extraordinarily boring when the main character is kidnapped and brought to the Amish community. So I was trying to just like pinpoint, like, maybe there's something interesting in here. When they're having dinner, Abram and Carly, it looks like they're having KFC for dinner. Because I don't know how the Amish live, but I'm fairly sure they don't fry their chicken. I could be wrong though, but I was like, oh, did they get like a 6-piece meal for dinner?
Yeah, and I would imagine that if they're finding their own food or whatever they're supposed to be showing later on in the movie, that they wouldn't have enough chickens to be able to have chicken each night for dinner.
Sure, I'm sure they have to diversify there. But I think my biggest issue with the movie was the pacing, where usually in a Stalked by My profession here, the victim gradually learns about the villain. It's not everything happening all at once. In this movie, Carly is hesitant to believe her best friend of 20 years or so that Abram is the bad guy. And they try to keep up with the suspense thing that pays off with there's no payoff, right? Where Jenna gets knocked out by Abram and he's wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Only for that to really mean absolutely nothing, because Jenna knows who did it and she's perfectly fine. There's not a scratch on her. There's no repercussion for a lot of the things that happen, right? Abram knocks out another guy. He's fine. There's no one looks into it. Conveniently, there's always a rock around. When Abram needs to knock someone out or kill them, like, there's a rock here. they just fall on the rock. And,
he just knows exactly where to punch somebody to make them or to hit the rock
to knock out. Yeah. I think that's my two main takeaways is that there's not this gradual like crescendo to realizing that Abram is the bad guy, and that the movie comes to a screeching halt when they go to the Amish community.
Yeah, it's like it gets very, like, I don't even want to say specific, but it's now we've had this Amish set dressing, right?
Yes.
And now we have to back it up by like talking about their customs, and it just gets bogged down in that. Like, here we're gonna have these two like stare at each other in bed because that's an Amish tradition.
Wait, what do they call that? Like soaking? No, not soaking.
No, that's
different.
That's Mormons.
Oh, gotcha. That's like a sexual thing, right?
That's when you stick your dick in your girl, but you don't pump.
You have somebody rock the bed.
Have somebody jump on the bed.
Oh, I hate this. I wish I never brought that up.
Is this like you did not know what soaking was before this?
I didn't. I had heard about the practice. I didn't know what it was.
That's what it is. Because the evil's in the thrusting.
Oh, wait, what? Why is that the penetration's not the evil?
Look, Dan, if you're gonna nitpick religion, what are we even doing here?
Oh, sure. They're all airtight, as we know.
Yeah. John Smith saw it all in his hat. Trust him, bro.
Yeah. Who am I to say that he's wrong?
You think a great man like Brigham Young was lying?
Yeah.
Just to have teenage wives, multiple.
Who would want that? That's gross. That is gross. I'm just.
I was gonna say, You didn't sound very convinced on that one.
No, that's a joke. That is not a joke. Disgusting.
Yes.
As for me, yeah, I haven't watched this before because why would I?
Yeah.
If you asked me to, I could have written this movie in a K-hole because it's very like super by the book in terms of if you've seen a Lifetime movie, you've seen this. Not super surprising. I spent most of the runtime on my phone, but I don't feel like I missed a thing. And fun fact, ginger Amish people are the only ones you could take a photo of because they don't have to worry about you capturing their souls.
Oh,
So-
hey,
God damn it. I was the entire movie, I was trying to think of a ginger no soul joke about this, and I completely forgot about the photo at the beginning of the movie.
I do like the part when he attacks her friend because it's like he's a pretty tall dude. So it's like, well, it's either this giant Amish dude or the search continues.
Or another random giant dude.
Yeah.
He sticks out like a sore thumb.
It's like you just clearly tell, oh yeah, no, that's the guy. That's Abram.
Yeah. And by the way, being a ginger, the hiding with just a hat on doesn't work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's when he was texting her from the bushes.
And you reflect that sunlight, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the no pigment dead giveaway. Yeah, this was a boring one.
Yeah.
We're missing Eric Roberts, really. He's the only one that could do stalking. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one does stalking like Dr. Beck.
He's got the market cornered. You know what I think it is? He is more convincing of a stalker. That like, oh, he's just a nice old man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Abram looks evil from the get-go.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy that played the Joker in Gotham.
Yeah.
I thought that was him when I first saw the photo.
It's like Cameron Monaghan, I think his name.
Cameron Monaghan, yeah.
Yeah.
He also plays Star Wars
in the video game.
In the game,
So the most disappointing moment in this movie for me was I was rooting for the dad the entire time to sort of like do the stupid heroic dad thing in these Lifetime movies. And then basically we find out that he was found out and was in the back of Abram's truck.
Yeah, I wish we saw that. I wish we would see that failure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm so glad you brought that up because I thought I missed something. When did this happen? So it doesn't happen.
We see it. It's off screen. Yeah.
It was supposed to be his surprise for her. So it must have happened while she was in that horse stable? ?
Oh, her punishment.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about what do they call it? Like a missile plict or something like that? I forget. Some weird Amish name for
the only other thing that could have made it slightly more interesting, the Amish part, is if that Mona ended up being like a double agent and was like really in love with Abram.
I thought it was gonna be she had also been kidnapped.
Oh, okay. You went the other way.
Yeah. I thought she was gonna be almost like a Get Out scenario where she has been like her agency had kind of been stripped away from her, but there's still a part of her that wants to leave.
Yeah, I was hoping for the opposite end where she was obsessed with Abram and was like she was the one that ratted out that other girl to him about the other boy, and then she was gonna rat out her, to get her killed so that he could be single again. Sure. That's what I thought could have been an interesting twist in it. But he
doesn't want to fuck that girl. He's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want her, but then that makes her furious.
No thanks for his face, he says.
Nope.
I don't remember what this girl looked like.
She was very plain, which I guess is what they look for.
Yeah, it's what they were going for.
If I remember the Weird Al song correctly.
Sure.
My wife is very plain.
And I love that. I also love how the technology in this, besides the fact of trying to take a selfie with a flip phone, might have been one of the funniest because they have no idea if that is even in frame or not. Like zero clue. But it's perfect in frame when you see it from the phone view.
Sure.
And the other thing is the fact that the way they find out where this establishment is because they take a look at Google Earth satellite shot.
Because the cops aren't going to help them.
No, because ACAB.
Well, and their reasoning is unheard of. Like, if she's with one of the Amish places, what are we gonna do?
It's
what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right. Like, are you not allowed to go there or something?
It's like a needle in the haystack. What are we going to do about it?
There's literally 3 places that she could be. How are we supposed to find her?
Doesn't sound like it pays overtime.
No, too much paperwork.
Yeah.
We got to drive like 20 miles. It's insane.
Yeah.
Mark, you were worried about us picking this movie, and it feels like they were making fun of Amish people. But this movie is also very, very cautious not to make fun of Amish people, because they're technically, he's been shunned from the community. So I don't even know if you could call him a real Amish.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He's just like a sect. Amish. He's like the family and the witch.
Yes.
Man without a country.
He's
cast out.
They created their Oderung. Is that what it is? Like their own community?
Community, yeah. Which has some of the old laws and some of the new laws.
At that point, why not just go live life in the real world?
Yeah. Among the English.
Among the English. I just kept thinking of the Simpsons whenever I'm like, 'tis no pool English. I don't know why.
Barn, but sure, 'tis no pool English.
We needed that. We needed more of that. More barn raising.
This movie could use a barn raising.
Absolutely. She should have been like shown how to raise a barn or something like that. But no, like she doesn't even churn butter.
Yeah.
Pathetic. And I love the like with the trying to do the Amish stuff with food. It's like he gives her the breakfast or whatever, and he touches her and goes, and gravy. Like he had no idea what was put on this plate.
Oh, can we talk about and
Sure.
all right, maybe I missed this, but because you brought that part up, Mark, with the food, because at one point Carly mentions that she has a heart condition.
Correct.
And Abram mentions that it's because she doesn't feel well because she's not eating his food. But that really doesn't come into play either, because she talks about how if she doesn't have her medicine, she could die.
This is also an anti-medicine movie, Dan. Caught that. Mona's whole plot is she's given her foxroot, something
Foxglove.
In a tea, and that is stopping her arrhythmia.
Right. But foxglove is also a poison.
Yeah.
If you listen to the Decemberist, you would know that.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
There's a Decemberist song in where a man has several children and his wife dies of childbirth, and he doesn't want to be a single father, so he systematically kills all his children, one of which by giving them foxglove. It's called the Rake Song. It's pretty good.
Sounds very uplifting.
I mean, for the guy, because he's successful. Spoiler alert.
He gets away with it too. A happy ending. I just thought that was weird how that, because at first I thought she was buying time or just trying to get out of the compound, but it turns out she actually does need medicine, but it never really comes into play.
No.
Yeah. So this movie desperately needed a twist.
Yeah.
The whole medicine subplot was only there for the friend to find the pillbox outside their house.
Right. And that's it.
Yeah. And I love how she didn't say, I found this pillbox outside our house. She told the dad she found the pillbox at the crime scene.
Oh, that's right.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah. I'm like, I guess the dad knows that a crime was committed. Like
that's where Abram had punched out the other, the college kid. So did the kid die, or was he in a coma?
He was in a coma.
He's in a coma, and he miraculously wakes up at the end. Jenna.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Jenna makes fun of Carly at the end because she happy to see you. And she goes, how's Wyatt? Carly.
Yeah.
And Jenna goes, just like you when, after being kidnapped, you're worried about someone else. And then she says that he woke up. But it just goes to show you, if this movie tells you anything, it's that when a cute young girl asks you to go to a party, you go to that party. You don't go back, try to go back to your room and study.
Nerd.
Mm-hmm.
Or else you'll be knocked out by a 6'2" Amish.
I think the movie should have stayed on the campus. It shouldn't have gone back to the Amish compound.
Sure. Or it should have followed her friend on vacation. I'd watch that movie.
Yeah. Where did she go?
I don't remember.
I don't know if she mentioned.
For some reason, I thought it was or something.
Hey, getting stalked on a cruise. That's more interesting than this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it wasn't like a 6-week boating vacation with her mom and her 27th boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was all summer long.
Yeah. All that history and stuff that they bring out in, exposition is just to be used to come back later on to be a part of a dramatic scene. Like when they're fighting over whether Abram should be with Carly, she goes, "I'm not going to leave like your dad."
Oh my god!
And if
Yeah.
you know,
That's another issue is that Carly is not a very sympathetic hero. She's kind of a
not.
jerk.
Yeah, she doesn't. Yeah, her friend brings up valid points
Oh yeah.
about Abram, and she doesn't believe him because she thinks she's jealous. I thought she was going to go to the whole "you're not that you're jealous that I'm going to leave you" or whatever ends up being her reasoning, but that she's just jealous when I get attention and you don't. Is where I thought she was going to go.
Yeah.
With it.
Well, that's what she does say that. Like, you can't stand when I'm not hanging out with you.
No, I meant like getting attention from boys.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Like, yeah, that's why I thought it was going to go to that simple thing of you're just jealous a guy likes me and not you.
Yeah.
Right. That'd be a different dynamic though.
Yeah.
Because they're both like, in terms of how popularity is displayed here, they're both like kind of on an even playing field.
Right.
So
yeah. So, but then that's when I realized in that whole argument and conversation that basically that argument was just littered with things that they told you earlier in the movie to like lead to this fight. I just love how this kid apparently, despite being in a alternate Amish community, is very good at doing research on people, because I don't think, unless if it's like off camera, which was stupid, unless if there's like one college in this town, how he could have correctly guessed the right college, right. Is he like, are they insinuating he literally just stalked her all day and followed her to the college? Like, that's reasonable, but
Did they say something about like social media? Like,
maybe.
I don't know.
I think I feel like her friend said that he could have found, like, when she's calling her on it, like, isn't this weird? Like, that, don't you think it's a little too convenient? And he's like, oh well. She's like, oh well, how would he know that where I was? I've never told him. I was like, well, so I think she's like, he could have checked your social media. It's all over it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
or Google, right? Didn't she say Google? Like, he could have Googled it.
Yeah,
something like
that.
I
like how they had like two meet cutes in sort of the stereotypical bump into a person way.
Yeah,
in this movie. The whole that whole opening scene in the cafe was great, in the sense that he's trying to make him seem like nice, and like that cashier was very much like, I know what you're trying to do here. Like, yeah, don't be sly, because the way that camera is, he literally stands there and waits for her to turn around.
Yeah,
like, it's not even like they walk into each other thing.
I think we needed to see more of Abram before that, because we're shown in the beginning that a mysterious man murdered someone in the Amish community. I think I would have liked to have seen Abram out and about town after that, just to like almost show him like how he's scoping out his victim in a way. Like, why did he choose her? We don't know. Like, why is he even there? We don't know. Because again, we see him in the Amish community. It's not as if we see him out in the world. So I wanted to see a little bit more of a character development there, instead of him. He's just there.
I think the only thing they could have done more of, trimmed some unnecessary scenes and added this in, was just seeing him interact with the other Amish people more.
Okay.
In that offshoot community, so we can really see that if he's like somehow has some sort of intimidating force over them. To show a reason why nobody got concerned when that girl died, that it could have been him, because they know his history. Unless if, the one girl says he doesn't really talk about why he got shunned. So take most of that point back I made. But I would have liked to have seen like where his standing was with the rest of the male Amish in that community.
Yeah, it's just, again, the ending is even anticlimactic.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's this. What is she? She like incapacitates him. She doesn't even poison him, really.
Well, she gives him the poison that Mona's been giving her for heart arrest.
Yeah, but just to incapacitate him, not to actually
kill him. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this movie.
I think the thing that could have made it more interesting was to have, like, as you said, like in the best Stalked by My Doctor, it's always the person being stalked slowly learns the truth. She learned everything when it was just dropped on her, by two people in two
Right.
experts. Like, it would have been
Mhm.
funny if, say she somehow saw the class list for the class she was in with him and his name's not on. And
Right.
she goes, oh, is that weird?
That scene needs to happen later in the movie, right? Because Jenna
Yeah.
finds out 25, 30 minutes in that Abram hasn't really enrolled in the school.
Yeah.
That needs to come in the end of the second act or early third act.
Yeah, it could have even been a way where she's just putting the pieces together.
Yes.
Jenna even.
Yeah.
Is where the kidnap thing happens. She runs to school, does that, flirting with the guy, finds out he's not on there, gets some information, related to that. And then, it's part of her investigation. She learns that. But I think their fight works better if it's just off. Conjecture might not be the right word, but what I'm saying is like hearsay stuff that Jenna is feeling and doesn't really have any proof of. Her having the actual proof, doesn't really help because there's not even a chance where, like, we know she's right. Essentially, like the best of, especially the first Stalk My Doctor, the best part of it is sort of the guessing game a lot early, about what was going on. Here, as Dan said, they just basically Law and Order this, where you're like almost 90% sure, who the villain is in the very opening.
Well, yeah, there's no guesswork done.
Yeah,
They don't try to hide it.
Yeah, even if you like separate, your mind from the name of the movie, even with Stalk by My Doctor, like at no point in the movie do they make it like possible that it could be someone else,
Yeah.
like,
well, that's what we needed.
Yeah, you could have introduced another Amish person with him.
Right.
And then you're like, wait, which one could it be? Or maybe another boyfriend at the college that's a little shady, that it could be him doing all this and that Abram's actually the nice guy, But showing that first scene at the Amish place totally eliminates anything with that.
I think I agree with Anthony that I know he was joking about following Jenna on her vacation, but the movie really should have focused on Jenna trying to piece everything together.
Yeah.
And Carly being secondary. Because this is supposed to be a thriller mystery. Like, oh, who done it? What's going on here? There's a lot of attacks happening on campus, and Jenna playing the detective role because the cops suck. They can't help.
Yeah, and pieces it all together. Like, all these attacks happen, she goes missing, and pieces it together that every person that was attacked, their last thing was either some confrontation with him or was like getting close to her.
Right.
And that's how she puts it together. She'll go, me, Wyatt, so-and-so, down the line, and kind of piece it together. You could, I think they could have cut out a lot of the Amish part, and done that, and it probably would have been a better thriller. I don't know if it's still a good movie because the writing and acting isn't strong in this.
Mark, nothing could save this.
No, but I'm saying, like, even doing that, I don't know, saves it.
No.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, nothing saves it.
No, nothing saves
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know, in a year or two, if we watch my other option for this, and if it turns out to be better, of a podcast movie, but yeah, what this movie, my prevailing thought through this is this very much felt like the producers at whatever company makes these Lifetime movies just threw a dart at a dartboard that had all different types of things that you could be stalked by, and landed on Amish and then landed on boyfriend with the darts, and they were like, let's make this movie, because it very much feels like something like that.
We should try to get a Stalked by My Doctor and Amish Boyfriend crossover where Eric Roberts goes up against Abram. Yeah. So what's it, Dr.
Beck.
Dr. Beck. He has the power of medicine on his side. And Abram doesn't believe in medicine, but he's younger, right? So Dr. Beck has to utilize medicine to try to defeat his other stalker. It's just like it's almost, I know I keep bringing this up and I apologize, but it could become like the Godzilla Kong of the stalking universe.
Yeah. And you can also throw in another crossover and get my teacher, my obsession.
That's what I was going to say is
that's who the two of them were going after.
Dr. Beck is Godzilla in this situation, and everyone else is like the monster of the week that he has to fight to become the alpha stalker.
Yeah. I still think the main crossover is My Teacher, My Obsession and Dr. Beck, where they're both trying to stalk each other.
Sure. Yeah, we need more stalker against stalker action.
Sure.
And not realize that they're both trying to do the same thing.
It's like a Mobius strip of stalking.
Yeah.
All right. Final thoughts, guys. Dan?
I hated this movie. This sucked. It just there wasn't enough meat on the bone for this. Interesting premise, but they don't dive deep enough into the Amish lore or the Amish community. Carly is not an interesting main character. There's no mystery behind this. We know exactly who did the killing and the beating up and all that, the stalking. So there's no twist here. There's nothing that would keep you held and glued to the screen. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. Yeah, go watch a Stalked by My Doctor if you're gonna watch a stalking movie, because this doesn't have it. This doesn't have the juice.
The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
No, not here.
All right, Mark. Final thoughts?
Yeah, not what I was expecting either. I was hoping it was a little fear and a little more anti-Amish, because I was to basically confirm my fears of choosing this movie in the first place. But yeah, the whole idea is, if you're going to make it stalked by your Amish boyfriend, you either need to establish the Amish community more or make their relationship more real than it felt. Like, you knew immediately when she broke it off at the end of the summer, his reaction, that you're like, oh no, he's just a jerk. Like, this is, not obviously a great way to take this. But yeah, it's nothing can save the movie. It's one of those, you just throw a bunch of shit against the wall and see what'll stick, in terms of stalked by movies, to try and capture what we're finding out is lightning in a bottle with Eric Roberts as Dr. Beck in his movies. Just can't recreate that in the aggregate at all.
Okay. As for me, yeah, this is boring. No Eric Roberts means who cares about the stalking? I'll say that the actor that played Abram wasn't bad. We didn't really talk about his performance, but I thought he seemed crazy enough, believably crazy. So I'll give him props for that. But yeah, it's a Lifetime movie. It feels it's an unspecial Lifetime movie. Because Talk About My Doctor series are technically Lifetime movies, but they're the cream of the crop in comparison. So we have this one here that's trying to play with the big boys, but not getting it done here. So it's a dud. It's dud.
Yeah,
but it's okay.
Yeah, they can't all be home runs.
Yeah, sometimes you strike out.
I was just going to say, and sometimes they can't be singles.
Yeah. Well, I was just saying, most of the time they're just strikeouts. Yeah,
that's baseball.
Baseball.
That's baseball, Susan.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. indeed, Mr. Sterling. All right, we are going to take a quick break, but before we do, Dan, what do you have for us this week?
All right, guys, you know the drill. Please go check out good friend of ours, the Game Vault podcast, on any podcast platform that you use. Please go rate and review them. It helps them out a great deal. It is run by our very own Mark Myers and Tom Schuster, where they discuss video game news, games that they're playing. So they've got you covered if you are an avid gamer or if you're a noob. They can help you out a great deal. There's a lot of good information there. You could find them on all socials at Game Vault Pod. You could also find them streaming on Twitch at Game Vault Pod. So go check them out there. They're playing all sorts of games, newer games, older games. They run the gamut. It's a lot of fun. It's a good community, and it's worth checking out. So please go hang out with them over there. Game Vault Pod.
Okay, great. And we're going to take a quick break, and you guys are going to listen to messages from friends of the podcast. So we'll be right back. And welcome back. Now it's time for our third segment. In this segment, we are choosing movies. So if you aren't a subscriber to our Patreon, you wouldn't have heard these previous episodes we do, but we've done it a couple times when what we're calling movie blind spots. So the premise is basically that if you watch movies, there's always those movies that you know you should watch, but you just haven't gotten around to watching it. So we task ourselves with picking movies that we haven't seen and watching them. So we have a list. Each of us has a list of movies, and we're going to let it up to the gods. And we are going to spin some wheels to decide what movie we're watching. Each of us are going to watch one movie and then kind of do a book report as our exclusive episode for the month of May. So we each have our spinner wheels ready. Dan, let's start with you. Let's do yours first. Why don't you run down the movies that are on this list?
Absolutely. So there's a bunch that are returning from our last movie blind spot, but I've added a few new ones. First, I have Raging Bull, and I have Blue Velvet, the Pixar movie Up, Chinatown, Heat, Raising Arizona, Big, the Tom Hanks movie, Heathers, The Devil Wears Prada. I've been told that I would enjoy this movie a lot, and the new movie comes out soon, so I figured I'd throw it on the wheel. Harold and Maude, that was one of our Patreon members recommended this movie to me. Cure from 1997. It's a Japanese horror mystery movie. And Escape from Alcatraz.
Okay. Nice varied films. Is there anyone that you're looking for, like kind of pulling for?
Escape from Alcatraz or Cure, even though I'd have to rent Cure. But from what I've read, it seems like it'd be right up my alley.
Okay. All right. I'm surprised by Big. You've never seen Big, huh?
I've never seen it. Yeah, I don't know why. That it seems like something I should have seen a long time ago, but for whatever reason, it escaped me.
Yeah, I felt the same way about Uncle Buck.
Yeah,
there you go.
Uncle Buck-ish. All right, let's spin this wheel and find out what you are going to be watching this month. Oh, wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Hold on one second. This one doesn't count.
I thought it was going to be a surprise.
No, I want you guys to be able to share in the viewing. Yeah.
See, that doesn't count. We said
that one doesn't count. Devil Wears Prada would have been.
It would have been The Devil Wears Prada. I would not be upset with that either.
That's a good one.
I'm actually glad Dan is going first because two of his movies are on my list too. So
yeah,
so you might kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
All right, let's try this again.
Come on, big
money. No whammy, no whammy.
That is such a generational thing.
Oh, I'm gonna get my wish. It looks like.
Nope. Go to the next one. I want to watch this movie again. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I love Heathers.
Heathers.
Very good. I've also haven't seen this one.
There you go.
You're gonna like this one.
So I am going to make an effort to watch this one as well.
Yeah, this was one of those movies that I watched because my sister and one of my older cousins were really into like those mid to late 80s, early 90s movies, including like Teen Witch, which we watched, and all the Hughes movies and all that stuff. Which is why I guess Uncle Buck doesn't hit with the teenage girl a lot. So maybe that's why I never saw that of the Hughes movie.
So Heathers,
one of our
so excited.
Yeah, one of our Patreon members dressed up. He and his girlfriend dressed up as characters from Heathers, and nice. I had mentioned that I'd never seen it, so they said, "Oh, you should put it on your list of movies to watch." So there we go.
Very nice. All right, Mark, let's go with you. Why don't you list your movies?
Yeah, so I got Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Which I think Dan, would make a nice watch for Ant as well.
Sure.
Raging
I don't
Bull.
mind watching it for the 30th time.
Yeah. Raging Bull, which was one of the ones we shared. Kiki's Delivery Service, which would finish out my Miyazaki watching. The Martian, which got an extra bump up since I saw Project Hail Mary in theaters.
Sure.
The book was written by the same guy. So
Andy
now I'm
Weir.
more excited to check that out. Goon, which is one that I should have seen, but I've held off seeing since I put it on this list. Whiplash, Apocalypse Now, and Chinatown.
Okay. Is there one you're rooting for? Because I'll tell you which one I'm rooting against.
Tell me that one.
Just based on length, Apocalypse Now.
I'm rooting against Whiplash because I don't know if I could take any more stress in my life.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm rooting. I didn't do that to make you guys choose which one I was choosing.
No.
I'm rooting for The Martian just because I recently saw Project Hail Mary, and
Sure.
I want to compare. And obviously, I will never turn down a Miyazaki. So
I like
but The Martian jumped up to the top of the list after seeing the other movie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what you're watching this month.
Come on.
We're gonna knock off 2, Dan.
Yeah, there we go.
Raging Bull.
Yeah, perfect. Oof. It's a heavy hitter.
That's heavy. Yeah, in more ways than one. That's a heavy movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, at least we have Heathers.
Yeah, it's a good contrast. I like it.
Yeah. Raging Bull is great. I haven't watched it in a while. Well, it'll be nice to revisit this one.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. For me, my list includes Moonlight, With Nail and I, The Wages of Fear, Millennium Actress, Lord of the Rings, that's the first one, A Most Violent Year, Godzilla -1, Cleo from 5 to 7, The Killing of a Chinese Bookie, Ikiru, Belle de Jour, Yugetsu, Stalker, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Kiss of the Spider Woman, The Lobster, Dark City, and Eyes Without a Face.
I am shocked you haven't seen The Lobster.
Yeah, it's escaped me. I don't know if I'm rooting for one. Can't think. For Dan's sake, Godzilla -1, I'll say.
Yeah. If you didn't like Apocalypse Now for its runtime, you don't want Lord of the Rings.
That's true. All right, let's see. It's on there though. Let's call that the whammy bar.
I love it. Come on. It could make it. I think so.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Moonlight. Best Oscar winner, Moonlight. All right. Well, we got 2 pretty heavy films.
Yeah.
And then we got Heathers. Interesting combination of films we have this month.
I think we can assume that Heathers is either going to start or end the podcast.
Yeah, like when we had the situation with Grave of the Fireflies, that went last, right? And it was
because we didn't want to go Grave of the Fireflies to Uncle Buck.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was the correct choice.
That was the correct choice.
So I have not seen any of these movies.
I've only seen Raging Bull. So
there you go.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting series of films. What was our last round?
Oh,
because that one was an interesting mixed bag. It was Grave of the Fireflies, it was Uncle Buck, and it was Lost in America.
Yes,
the Albert Brooks movie. Yeah, all interesting films. So yeah, so once again, we are watching, or Dan is watching Heathers, Mark is watching Raging Bull, and I am watching Moonlight. And we will talk about each of these films at the end of the month. For our exclusive episode, exclusive to our Patreon subscribers. In order to listen to this episode, just go to patreon.com/TickTamPod and just subscribe for $1 and you get this episode. It should be a lot of fun. I think this might be our favorite thing that we do, or one, pretty close to our favorite thing that we do when we're doing our Patreon episodes. So check that out. And this is our episode. Check us out on all our socials. We're on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram at TickTamPod. We're also on TikTok at They Call This a Movie. We are on, if you want us an email, Gmail, TickTamPod@gmail.com. It's a place to get a hold of us there. We're on YouTube. But the best way to get a hold of us is on our Discord, and how to get that Discord is to sign up on our Patreon, patreon.com/TickTamPod, and you get our exclusive episodes as well as access to our Discords. Check that out. It's just $1. Like I said 1,000 times already. We're going to get out of here. The director of Stalked by My Amish Boyfriend is Cooper Harrington. So for Dan Aquino and Mark Myers, this is Anthony Del Vecchio telling Cooper Harrington, well, you saw the mid-movie, didn't you?